Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on a 1974 Plymouth Duster. So this duster's in for a spring cleanup. It sat outside the entire winter and it's a dusty duster. It's pretty dirty, and the customer brought it in. He just got back from Florida. He goes down for the winter time. He has two other classic cars down there. This one stays home, and this one's ready to get cleaned up for some cruises and shows that he's gonna be going to. I know there's two of this weekend, and he wants to get it shined up for that. So this one's just gonna get a basic cleaning. We did this last spring. This one we polished the paint out, and this one's gonna get a wash sealant interior. We'll go over the interior. It's not like crazy dirty inside, but we'll give it a good cleaning and this thing will be ready to roll. I've been using P&S Brake Bomber as my dedicated wheel cleaner for probably 2 years now, but I recently switched over to Superior Products Black Fury, and you'll see that when I spray it on the wheels, it kind of looks, the foam looks a little brownish in color, and that's the Dark Fury that we're using. I'm still mixing in a little bit of the Brake Bomber because I have a few gallons left over, and I probably won't stop using Brake Bomber, but the mixture together with the two has been giving us great results. I've read a lot of great reviews about the Dark Fury online and decided to give it a try. It's not only used for wheels, you could use it for the tires, you could use it for the paint itself. A lot of paint vehicles that come in, especially white vehicles, when they're sitting so long, they kind of get that moss and dark brown and black buildup that's kind of sitting all over, especially the roof flat surfaces. This helps break that down and make cleaning a lot easier, so it's definitely a good item if you haven't already to add to your arsenal of detailing products. For exterior protection on this vehicle, I'm going to be applying Collinite Insulators Wax, and this bottle I probably got 6 years ago, if not longer, and a little bit definitely goes a long way with this product. I have a trigger sprayer that I put into the bottle and just very lightly mist it onto my applicator pad on my polisher. If you're putting it on by hand, same thing, you just spray a little bit onto your pad, go over maybe 2 panels or so before you have to reapply. It definitely spreads very easily. So the other thing with the bottle of Collinite is sometimes it doesn't harden up completely, but it's not loose enough to spray it through the sprayer. So usually I use a heat gun and just warm it up a little bit. You could also just put it into a bowl of hot water, let it sit in there for a little while, and it'll loosen up the wax, so you could use the trigger sprayer. But it's definitely a great product, gives a great shine, and great protection too. I found that you don't want to let the Collinite wax sit on the vehicle too long either. With the Just Car Ultra Lock, we'll leave that sit 30-40 minutes on the vehicle before it's ready to be wiped off. With the Collinite, I make my trip around the car and I immediately start to wipe off. I've noticed through trial and error that the longer you let it sit, the harder it is to wipe off the surface of the vehicle. Moving on to the interior, didn't need a lot of work here, just a quick vacuum. We'll wipe down all the panels, 303 on all the vinyl and trim and windows, and this will be finished. And here's the finished product. so that's gonna wrap up this detail on this Plymouth Duster. It didn't need much, just the dust off. But it was just a little dirty, like I mentioned earlier. It sat out for the winter time and just needed to be cleaned up. So I went over this car last year with a polish just to see if I was able to do anything more with the paint. As you can see, it still has like a little bit of a haziness to it. Whenever it was repainted, it just wasn't the best paint job ever, but I didn't get much improvement from it. So just a wash and a sealant, or wash and a wax is what it got today. And it's just cleaned up good enough that it's gonna go out the door and he'll enjoy it for a little bit. There's some car shows coming up, and he did mention he might be selling this, so I'm not exactly sure what the future holds for this car. Another old one in and ready to head out the door, and the customer's gonna enjoy this one. It's a beautiful day today, so he can go out for a cruise and enjoy his nice clean car. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know when our next video comes out. And as always, thanks for watching.